We're back at the Brightside Film Festival interviews, and we're here with Louis, the director of Wash and Die.
Thank you
And
very much for having me.
yeah, absolutely. So, what made you come up with the idea for this film?
Sure. So I had watched a show called Vita on Stars, and there was an episode where the girl wanted to kind of cleanse the energy from the boyfriend that she was with, and she needed to take the clothes and dump it and leave it somewhere. So that got me thinking, spirits, whatever the case may be, energy could be anywhere. And so what if somebody left something and it clinged on to the next host? And that's basically what I came up with, with the whole idea of clothes being this energy of whatever it could be. And that's the movie that I came up with.
Do you usually attack like thriller horror type things, or?
Actually, no, but thriller horror is my number one thing. I love
Mhm.
horror films. I grew up watching horror films. I would sneak out of my room in the middle of the night and watch Hellraiser at night or Night of the Living Dead with my parents not knowing, and then I'd have nightmares. My mom would be pissed, and it would be because I would sneak out and watch horror movies. But no, I was originally supposed to start working on a feature film in Jersey City,
No, okay.
which was loosely based on my life. It was like a coming of age story. I a couple years ago, be real quick with it. A couple years ago, I tried to kill myself by jumping off the George Washington Bridge.
Oh wow.
And as I was walking towards the bridge, just a few blocks away, I was robbed at gunpoint. And the
Wow.
guy told me he'd kill me if I didn't give him my money. And I basically started crying. And I told him what I was going to do. And he drops his gun. He starts crying. He tells me why he's robbing me. So I grabbed the guy, I hugged him, treated him to coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. We talked all night, and we went our separate ways afterwards. And I wrote a script based on that story of what if we connected and we stayed in touch with each other throughout our lives and what we've gone through. Um, so I was supposed to do that,
Yeah.
and COVID happened.
Mm.
Uh, and I wanted to do something. I wanted to actually film something, and this opportunity came where I was able to contact the local laundromat in my town, asking them, can I film something? I just need a couple of hours. We shot it within 4 hours,
Mhm.
and I had just a few people helping me with the project, and this is what happened. This is what came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story. So that would make a really good movie. I mean, real life stuff. I mean, just so are you planning that now?
I'm actually revisiting it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just polishing up the script, but I'm actually working on the sequel, not the sequel, but the continuation of the character and the laundromat character, the wash and die. I'm taking it to the apartment, and I'm kind of making something else out of it with the continuation of the horror of it.
Never horror. Just it's an addiction. I think
Yeah,
I just keep making them. Like I
oh,
love working in horror. You know.
awesome. Are
Yeah.
you do you do horror stuff or?
I end up working. So many people that I've worked, produced horror. I just
Nice.
end up doing a lot of horror stuff,
Oh, cool. No, that's
and
awesome.
then going to the horror cons. I go to a lot of horror cons and do these podcasting and stuff, and you meet the nicest people, and it's so much fun. And
Yeah.
so it's like I'm always going to horror cons. Always, even my students, I teach film, and we have a lot of the kids love horror, so they just keep pumping out these horror shorts. So
Nice.
it is what it is.
That you prefer, like that? Is there a favorite of yours or?
I like so many of them. I
Yeah.
like so many, yeah. But like the classics, Shining, Exorcist. But I mean, I like everything. I like all horror.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
it's funny. It's like a lot of the students they just love horror, and it's also easy and fun to make them too.
It's so much fun to make.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. So it only took 4 hours, huh?
Yeah, just about. The guy gave us, I think he gave us like 4 to 5 hours, and we did it right at the time that he had given me. I was kind of scared that we weren't going to make it.
Yeah,
We had cops come because we were putting lights together. Cops were freaked out because
yeah.
thought something was going on. Never experienced that before.
Uh,
Um, so it was such a fun ride to do. Just the practical effects with it. Moving the
Yeah,
garbage bag. My girlfriend was in the back moving it, and it kind of reminded me of like The Thing or something like that, and it was cool, really cool.
absolutely. And then yeah, so when you filmed, when did you exactly film it? Like during the heat of all this, or like when?
Yeah, shot it right around. We shot it in June, so it's kind of like died down a little bit with
I know,
COVID.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we were originally going to shoot it in my apartment. We had another idea with it, but we wanted to be safe and
Mhm.
go somewhere where we had much more room, and that's what we did.
How'd you go about getting the actors for it?
My friend Yanni, who's the woman in the short, she's actually a friend of mine who I grew up with. She was also going to be in my feature film. She was supposed to be one of the main stars in it, and so I was like, you know what, I want to direct you. Let's make this. Let's just have fun. And she was all on board, and that's what we did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what have you put it? Have you seen it in film festivals yet?
No, this
No,
is the first film festival I've ever been a part of, so
no,
it's awesome. This is really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, I wish we had more. Like, oh my gosh, I've been so busy. I feel so bad for everyone. I was like apologizing, going, I am so busy. My counterpart Chris, who does all the tech stuff, he is so busy.
Yeah,
It's just one of those crazy years. I'm like, oh my god, well, we still got to do it. We still
yeah,
have to do it, and we have the opportunity. And then we had to move it a week, but we're doing it. We're gonna be there.
man, this is awesome. I can't wait to see all you guys and watch all the films and be part of this. This is really cool.
And the horror people come out. It's fun. It's great how much we do that horror set every time.
Cool.
Usually we do it on like Saturday night, and people come out late and go to the horror, but we switch things up a little
All
bit.
right, cool. That's fine.
But it's always fun. So it will be a good fun set to go to, and then a lot of filmmakers seem to be wanting to come out, so we're excited about that. And then we'll have the award show after.
Cool. Really cool.
Absolutely. So what else after this festival? Do you have any others lined up or waiting on some?
No, no, actually, this is the only one that I had signed up for. I just did it just to try it out.
Yeah,
I made something, and
yeah,
I'm really happy about it. And I always wanted to make a movie,
mhm,
and in 2020, I did it, and it just that was it. I was just really proud of myself for doing something that I always told myself I can do it.
yeah.
I did it, and I had so much fun with it.
It's not a better feeling than watching for the first time in like a theater or
Oh, yeah, I
something.
can't wait.
The
I can't,
audience watching it, and yeah,
yeah,
it's a good feeling.
yeah,
But yeah, if you submit it to any like horror cons and things like that, those people just come out in droves, and they just it's amazing how much they support horror.
yeah.
I go to New Jersey Horror Con twice a year. I always go and always have either a student film or something involved in something. I'm
Cool.
always there, so that's exciting stuff.
Awesome.
But yeah, so you next up is you're gonna do the second
Yeah,
of the short
yeah. I'm
soon.
gonna we're trying to shoot it probably within this month or next month.
Oh, cool.
So I'm trying to get the same actress
Mm.
to jump on board so that I can continue with her storyline and then move it to somebody else. With the
Did you
same-
film this very very local? Was it Jersey City?
No, actually, I shot this in my hometown in Fairview, just a
Okay.
couple towns away from Jersey City.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
absolutely. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's not too far. That's great.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get to see some of your cast and crew come out and they get to enjoy the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You'll see a few of them. You'll see the garbage bag and the head, and it's fun.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
you have anything else you want to promote or talk about?
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody from Brightside to acknowledge this film that I created, and I can't wait to meet all of you. And let's have fun. I think it's Sunday, right? I'll be there Sunday.
Yeah, it'll be Sunday. Yeah, the Saturday we have student films,
Cool.
and then at night we have like a little special set. We usually give like honorary awards away. Sometimes we give it on Sunday, but we're like instead of the horror Saturday night, we're doing that instead.
Cool.
Just flipping the script a little bit,
Yeah, awesome.
So
Yeah,
should be a lot of fun. Brightside's a lot of fun. The cool thing about it is a lot of filmmakers come and meet, and they always come back working together, and that's
Cool.
that's the point of it all. That's why we keep going. We do it twice a year. It's the 14th season.
Hmm. That's
So
awesome.
we
That's what
just
I can't wait to meet, like the other people that have worked on projects and just build those relationships, friendships, and be in those communities.
absolutely, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like an addiction. I teach film in a high school, so
Oh, cool. Cool.
that's the best job ever. But it's my tenure year, and I'm going crazy busy. So it's like plus COVID and everything. It's been nuts.
Oh yeah.
No time whatsoever. But
Exactly.
but I wanted to get. We used to do these interviews during COVID while we were doing this, and I was like, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going
Cool.
because it seems to work out pretty well, and it gives the filmmakers a chance. And then we post your interview, and and maybe more people will come see the film and want to check it out.
Great. That's
So
awesome.
I know it's a short, so you're able to do
Very
that.
short.
Did you have a lot more that you filmed that you cut out?
No, not necessarily. See, I come from a background as an editor, a video
Oh,
editor.
so you're editing as
So
you're
I'm
going.
editing as I'm going, and I know what I need.
Yeah.
I don't try to make it longer than what I need it to be.
Mhm.
Sometimes I might ask them to do something,
Yeah.
but the minute I have it, I'm done. It's like, all right, move on to the next.
That's good.
Yeah.
Less editing time and work on effects and things like
The
that.
part for me was actually the audio stuff. I didn't have anybody helping me. It was just me
Wow.
kind of putting it all together. So I would be in
Yeah.
the walking sounds, any type of noises that I can come up with. I'd throw it in there, try it out, and that's it was a learning experience.
Yeah, that's the hardest part in film, I think, is getting that audio right, because there's a lot of like independent young filmmakers starting out, and their audio is just not. A lot of festivals won't take it because the audio is not good. And I tell
Yeah.
them just work on that audio as much as you can. Keep editing it. Keep even redo it. So I never even was good at going into a studio and redoing the voices and stuff like that, but I've gotten better at that.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it just you have to get good audio on these things.
The audio, I mean, I was there. I wanted to release it right after we finished filming it.
Mm.
But I didn't know what I was doing with the audio stuff, and it took me months. And I still need to learn, but I was confident enough. Like, okay, I was ready for this. And then by October, thank God, it came out in October around Halloween. And that's when I was like, you know what? Let me just throw it out there and see what happens.
Awesome. So you got the next one of these coming up, and then maybe your feature.
Yes, I'd like to continue making little shorts just so that I can get better.
Mhm.
And then when I feel like I'm ready, I want to tackle the feature. Because we were very close to making the feature, and it was my learning experience. It was film school for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And when COVID happened, everything just kind of went down, and I got very depressed about it. And it was a learning experience, though. I kept it all together. I have all the stuff ready to go, and I'm starting from scratch, but I know what to do now, and I have people that are going to help me, back me up, and kind of my teachers.
Yeah.
So I hope to God maybe one of these days we'll actually make it.
I'm sure, right? It's just it's a huge, long journey, and it's a lot of fun. I've met many people since I was a child doing this stuff. So it's a crazy world. So you never know what to expect, but it's going to be, we're going to have a lot of fun and, Screen the Films, have a lot of fun, do a little Q&A and awards, and everyone's going to have a good time. So we're excited about it.